So the basics of this is really simple. You're going to be in control of something, or you're in control of a situation, whether that be an object or an item the child wants, or it might be information that the child wants to know, or you're the gatekeeper of permission for something to occur. That they need to use communication with you to access those things, okay? So you can't just put the things on the table and hope the child asks for it. You can't be in a situation where they just get up and leave the table and you're expecting them to ask for permission when they can just get up and leave anyway. That isn't going to work very well. So we got to think about how you're going to be that gatekeeper, those reinforcers. For example, if you're getting them to ask for trains and buses, I mean, I've got those in my hands and they're going to come up to me and want to request for them. They're going to reach for them and maybe expect me to hand it out. If it's asked for permission to leave the table, I might sort of have the students stop before they leave to ask me for permission, and so that they don't get to leave without asking me first. So we need to think about how we can be in control of those situations, and we then need to think about how we're going to embed all of those activities across the day. What time of day are we going to do it? Who's going to do it? And how many opportunities are we going to provide to do it? And as an example, I'm going to teach my child to ask for some milk, and I'm going to do it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I'm going to do that by having the milk, having the child say milk, give the child milk, just one sip, take it back, child says milk, and I might do that many times to really practice the skill of having the child request for his milk, which is something he really likes. So let me show you a very short clip of an example of that. In this clip, you'll see the child really likes bubbles, and what he needs to say is the word bubbles. When he says bubbles, he gets the bubbles. Really simple. So basically, in most situations, if you've got a child who's able to sort of echo what you say, like when I say the word, they copy me afterwards. So if your child is good at echoing, you can get started and just start providing them the words of what they need to say in those situations. So you set it up, you spray the cold water on the child's foot and you say, "It's too cold," or "I want hot water." And when the child says, "It's too cold," or "I want hot water," you immediately turn the hot water on. You make it happen what it is the child wants. Okay, so for many children, this is quite a simple procedure that just requires a lot of repetition. Now, you want to make sure when you're teaching a student, you get that prompt in, that help when you say the word first pretty quickly. Because if you don't, then it's going to be problematic. Kids will become upset. They'll become frustrated because they can't get the things that they want and they don't understand what they're supposed to do. Here's a video quickly of Chuk Chuk in the very beginning, and you can see Ambrose here with his biscuits bang, and he doesn't really know what Ambrose wants. I think Ambrose wants him to say the word bang and he says something else, but you can see him kind of getting kind of frustrated with the process.
Bang. 差唔多啦 bang.
Here's another video with Ambrose with the ball. And again, Ambrose is pushing him, saying ball, 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 but he's like, doesn't know what to do, and eventually gets up and leaves.
等先，你跟我講波，都冇講嘅，唔好走住啦，你跟我講波。
These are very unsuccessful kind of communication opportunities where the child really hasn't learned very much, maybe has got upset and frustrated. And if you're the parent, you're also not going to enjoy that kind of situation and you're going to end up, you know, feeling a bit hopeless and maybe discouraged from continuing to do this kind of training, which would be a shame. My advice when you're in that kind of situation with Chuk Chuk, with the ball or with the biscuit, you can feel okay at times when you hold up the biscuit and you say bang and the child doesn't say anything. You can give it to him, okay? Because we can repeat. I'm just going to give him a little bit of the biscuit, and then I hold up the biscuit again, and I hold it up, bang, and I give it to him so he can clearly associate the word bang with getting the biscuit, okay? And then I can be a little bit more pushy. When I hold up the biscuit, maybe I don't say it straight away. I wait a little bit, see if the child will say it first. Give the little patience, a little time. If he doesn't, I might say it, bang, and then give it to the child again. Again, I might do this 20 times with one biscuit, so I've got lots of opportunities for learning that's going to occur without the child getting so frustrated. Be patient with the process if you've got a child like this. It could be very, very important.